Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line and be comfortable with your posture. Let your whole body weight go down. So in the beginning, relax your body, mind and breathing. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Swapatveva, oh, may I be well and happy. 3 times. So in the beginning, we're going to relax our body step by step. When you inhale, exhale, remember do it slowly, gently and deeply. When you inhale, inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. In between inhalation, exhalation, keep a little gap. Focus your mind to your right arm. Deeply breathing to your right arm. Visualize yourself and send that all the breath to your right arm. And breathe out. Your left arm, breathing. Breathe out. Your back and spine, breathing. Breathe out to your lower belly, breathing. Breathe out to your chest, breathing. Breathe out to your right leg, breathing. Breathe out to your left leg, breathing. Breathe out to your neck and head, breathing. Breathe out. Now to your whole body, breathing. Breathe out. Again, breathing. Breathe out. Again, breathing. Breathe out. Okay, now take a deep breath and hold it to under your lower belly. Hold it as long as you can. And breathe out. And slowly bring attention to your body. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this evening to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate this knowledge. In this evening with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Just try to see. Don't try to inhale or exhale, allow it to happen itself and see what you can find yourself. Don't look for any more details, just look for the sensation and see if you can find the sensation. Be completely free from everything. Don't try to observe as a technique. Just be completely empty yourself and observe. If your thought disturb you, don't go with the thoughts. Just stay with inhalation, exhalation always. And if other any sensation arise in your body, don't go with it. Give your priorities to your inhalation, exhalation. Stay with it. Doesn't matter inhalation or exhalation. It doesn't matter long or short. Just recognize the sensation and see the very nature of the sensation. Appear, exist for a moment and disappear itself. And how you recognize it as a sensation. What is happening after it disappears? Don't look anything especially. In whatever happened in that very moment with the inhalation, exhalation, or the sensation, recognize it. Whatever you recognize as sensation is your that's the same way with your mind. It is not separate from you. That sensation arising in you, So life is not your past or future or any other thoughts. Whatever you experience in this very moment is your life. Look how fragile it is, how impermanent it is, how uncertain it is. How difficult to catch it as a moment. One sensation jump to another. There's a continuation with the sensation which we call existence or the life. We keep chasing the sensation rather than recognizing. Stop for a moment and look yourself with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever the sensation arise. Same thing happen. Why you needed to feed it? Because it's going to disappear. This feeding to sensations create the whole event of this life. But if you know how it disappears, as a water bubble, as ocean, waves in the ocean, it's not going to be that much important when the sensation or the desires arise. That is how you come out of the current. Observe without any thought. Observe without any past or without any thoughts. The moment of awareness is the bliss. So bring your attention to your body. Take a moment and observe yourself, how you experience this moment. You are sitting here like this. When you wake up in the morning, you had strength to come out of the bed, stand on your own feet, do your cleaning yourself, enjoy a cup of milk or tea or coffee, glass of water, share your life with others, allow others to share their life with you. These all blessings. Don't demand anything over it. You have this beautiful eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind with longevity, complexion, comfort, strength, and wisdom to maintain that things. That is blessing. You are still breathing while others dying. In this very moment, there are a lot of people losing this breath and their journey. Disconnect from everything. But you are here still breathing, experiencing this life. So appreciate it. Pay your gratitude. In this very moment, there are a lot of people in this world fighting with life, struggling with death, have fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. As paying your gratitude to your life, just share this moment with them. May they come out of that fear, anxiety, depression, helplessness, hopelessness, loneliness. May they have the strength, courage, and wisdom to go through the situation and understand themselves and find the peace, harmony, tranquility state within themselves. Not only them, share this moment with your beloved parents, your loved ones, your dear near ones, your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, your neighbors, village people, city, state, country, people around this world, all living beings in this world and in this universe. And as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, stars, send your loving kindness and compassion, beginning from your heart, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. So mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Send it as a light forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Let your heart to shine and come out of the skin. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma friends, in this spiritual practice, sometimes we don't understand the very purpose. And we think it's becoming a spiritual or practicing meditation is trying to stay away from this world. But if you look very carefully, the world itself means we are. So when it comes to your practice, you have to understand there is no something beyond your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. So what you experience with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind is your world. So when it comes to enlightenment or deeper understanding or the clarity, there are few benefits. So the one is, when you have better understanding with this all, you come out of the suffering. When your mind is come out of the suffering or unsatisfactory nature or the struggle or the fear, that is where you clearly going to experience the very nature of this life. And that will help for other people also. Because when one person make a mistake, it can go to everybody. It affect deeply, it affect for others. So we can see it nowadays. And what happened with the virus, and with it happened with the one person somewhere. And look how it affect very fast, it went all over the world. And then after that, see that what happened in this with the policeman, the one person. Now it went everywhere. So you also have the same power inside you. So whatever you do, it can affect for entire world. It is a one person. And it is not the position. We look for a position. No, it doesn't matter for a position. And sometimes you go to the highest position and the what else. Then today, look at the world. So the even that when it comes to this conventional life, the America is the one of the most powerful country, and then the President Donald Trump. And look how difficult for him, how much the pressure for him. And even you become the king for entire world. So there is no the conventional satisfaction going to happen. But when you deeply understand something with this your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and itself, that understanding going to bring you a calmness, happiness, satisfaction, and the profit for you, merits for you, and as well as it going to calm down, help, and give the peace, harmony to other people, than if you become the president of the most powerful country. So then you have to understand where you are and put some value on you. Put some value on the moment rather than looking for a position or the place or the environment or the situation or any other time. Take this in this very moment, who you are capable to experience that every day when you sit for meditation. Sit with that complete mind. So that will help little by little. Slowly drop down the deeper desires. If you have a purpose, that naturally you will go with it. But when there is no purpose and you just go with this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and there is no end. So then you have to remember, looking this world nowadays is the greatest example for us to get. So we have capability to get the best out of this any situation. So look, this is very good. This is what is happening everywhere. It's a very good opportunity for all of us to learn a lesson rather than getting disturbed out of it. So get the lesson. The lesson mean whatever we reach, that the things going to go that way. So then ourselves, we have to be more focused regarding your personal development. So that personal development is the very purpose, our recognition is the very purpose of this all spiritual practice. That is the main purpose, that what the Buddha, because what we experience, and sometimes not the truth. In the 5 factors, devotion, effort, concentration, mindfulness, wisdom, 5 factors. In that 5 factors, so these 5 factors lead us to enlightenment. Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. In that 5 factors, Saddha means confidence regarding the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. But how this confidence develop? Not by believing, not by praying, not by chanting. This confidence will develop through recognizing the truth regarding the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Recognizing the qualities. So this recognition is very important. That all these 5 factors help us to recognize these things. Why that we put the faith on the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha? Because it helps us to, it teaches us to look ourselves. What it say? It say, look yourself and understand yourself, recognize who you are. Because once you recognize or understand who you are, that recognition is kind of like a light. And that recognition, it's kind of like an eye. Without that eye, we can live in this world with these two eyes. But these two eyes bound with emotions, bound with many kind of desires, bound with many kind of that lust, bound with many kind of hatred, anger, and also it always depending from something. But when you able to recognize the truth within yourself, there is another eye arise. Without that eye, if you live in this samsara, it always going to become very difficult. So that is why the best gift that what the Buddha gave to us, all other enlightened masters push us towards this way to get that eye. So once you have that eye, even though you are with this world, you're not going to get into that current. And once you have that eye, you're not going to become the same like these ordinary people. So then, that eye is the wisdom, awareness. That awareness is sati sampajanya, that awareness is itself the wisdom. So the awareness means in this very moment, you recognize how things come to be as they are very clearly, 100%, no missing any point. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind, nothing else. Those are the 6 senses. With these 6 faculties, you have to develop this wisdom, awareness. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Whatever all the perception appear and the contact happen, sensation appear, in that appearance, if you recognize. But without recognizing who you are or what is happening inside you, it is very difficult to you tackle that sensation. When you cannot recognize that, you go with anything. You go with the current. There is anything can come out of you. So then, when it comes to the recognition, the very important things is the confidence or the faith or the saddha. So to get into that saddha, you have to know what is right, what is wrong, what is truth. For that, you have to look. That's why in the beginning, you have to have a systematic understanding or the systematic education to know what is truth. So you have to learn about the Buddha, and you have to know what is Dhamma, you have to know what is the meaning of the Sangha. And once you start to know that, that will little bit uplift you. You have confidence, oh, I go with it. It's same like when you're going to travel, you start to look for a airline. Or maybe if you go in a train, you start to look which train is good. So like that in this spiritual path, you have to have certain guidelines. So once you have the faith in the Dhamma, Buddha, and you surrender to the Sangha and you go with it, you become a follower. So that confident, little by little, push you forward. And for that also you need the certain kind of effort inside yourself to give up the certain desires and stay with the path. And when you stay in that path little by little with the effort, not doing all the other, the emotional things or the unnecessary things, and stay always with the right things or the good things, and little by little your awareness going to become strong. So it happening after that, when the fatigue, the fatigue means this, the strong, the desire to get the revenge out of this all. And also the inside our body, we have the certain kind of this physical heaviness. That physical heaviness, when you have the faith, the confidence and the effort, little by little, this physical heaviness start to disappear. So in the five hindrance, it called Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tina Midda, the third one. The heaviness of the body, uncomfort, discomfort, and start to slowly disappear. With that, the fatigue, the tangle that you hold to get revenge with anything, any desire, start to disappear. And it brings you certain lightness. And with that lightness, when you observe something, you start, when you observe something, you start to see that very clearly. That clarity again and again help you to stay in that path. And in a certain level, you start to recognize something beyond this eye. So once you have that eye, you're not bound to this world. Once you have that eye, it's kind of like you are with the in front of the blind people. So that is where you have the great compassion regarding other people, because what you see, they cannot see. So as example, as young people, as parents, you have no any desire to hold the toy now anymore. You know it is nothing. And sometimes when you are young age, you buy a lot of stuff. And you go here and there and you go party, dance. But when you become adult, when you become little by little matured, you slowly drop that things. And when your children start to do that things, even though if you try to tell them not to do it, don't do this, it is not valuable, not profitable, they're not going to listen that. But you can see something beyond them. But when you see that, you don't get mad, you don't get angry. Only thing, you have the compassion. Knowingly, one day they will understand that is not that much important in life. The same thing with the Dhamma. When you recognize what is profitable in life, with this, the people who ever perform these unprofitable things around you, and you have the compassion, that is where the anger drop. Because you cannot become not to get angry. So because anger come as a result. That is where when you have the compassion, so to have that compassion, you have to have this understanding, or the eye to see the world. So when you have that, you have the compassion when other people do something different than you. And then you have the compassion and there is no anger. When there is no anger within yourself, itself you create a bridge in between you and other person. That bridge is very necessary for all the time in the world, in these human civilizations. The very purpose of the practicing this spirituality is building that bridge, not breaking that bridge and go away from others. No, in the very first level, each other we are need to build that bridge and bring the safety, tranquility state, calmness, happiness, and the loving kindness to each other. So as a family, and you have to remember that how you can build it with others. And spiritually, you no need to take it so serious sometimes. You practicing meditation and you know the Buddha even. That's why in the world that sometimes that they take this spiritually very secret. When they practice meditation, they don't They don't kind of like a laugh. They don't take it kind of like a, funny. So, but you know, there is the Buddha, this practice like this with the samadhi posture, and at the same time there is another Buddha, laughing Buddha. So whoever introduced this, why that introduced that laughing Buddha? Because to balance the world sometimes, because otherwise people take this Buddhahood or the Buddha nature very serious. And in the like another Buddha, medicine Buddha, it's like you have to take care of others. And as a family, you have to be with the family, you have to be with the people. And you have to have a comfortable, happy life with each other. So this all part of your spiritual practice. This all part of your journey towards enlightenment. You cannot just have a journey to your enlightenment, having your own backpack and become this grumpy person, and then you go just yourself. No, it doesn't happen like that way. Why? Because once you attain to enlightenment, you have to come back to this world. So that's why mostly we take this spiritual life is so serious. That's why we don't get the right result. So then remember yourself, when you practice meditation, there is no you practicing meditation and you living another life like that, two different ways. Though you're everything the same. So that's why based with the 5 factors, based with your ordinary life. And remember, the world mean whatever with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever depend, that is your world. So learn to deal with that things with a very nice way, comfortable way, with the understanding. Don't ever develop an idea to go against with that, whatever with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever in front of it. Accept that things. And learn to listen to, and try to build up a bridge. And the listening, sharing, having compassion. So you no need just the full moon day to become compassion. No, whole day, whole life you have to develop that compassion. You no need just the full moon day to become generous. No, every day you generous. You are just the generous person. You are just the compassion person. That is where this when it comes to these 5 factors, devotion. When you have that devotion, it is just 24/7 every day, head to toes. It is not, you don't missing one place. So again and again you have to keep it with you. For that you need the certain effort. So when you push that with that effort knowingly, you are performing this. And you little by little develop the awareness within your own eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Why? Because you now recognize it as a world. You take it as a world. And then when you sit for tranquility state develop, and then deeply the seeing capacity beyond these eyes, recognizing capacity start to develop. That is what we need. When you have that, and you will see that the way we see is kind of like a blind people, and trying to recognize the nature of the light. They can learn a lot of things, they can know a lot of things, but they cannot experience. So spiritual life means, enlightenment means your experience. It is not the idea to reach to anything. It's experience. It is even not beyond your death experience. It experience in this very lifetime, in this very moment. So don't be like a blind person trying to understand the very nature of the light. You cannot get it. So, but it's like we are kind of like a blind people closing our eyes. So you have capacity to open your eyes and look yourself and experience the life within yourself, and then you will see what the Buddha said about this life and about the nature and about this everything regarding as a human being. So you have capacity to experience that. And little by little, try to develop it within yourself. And sometimes that our own blindness, and we keep it with us, and we put credit on it, and sometimes we love it, we hold it, we harbor our thought to it, we keep repeating it. No, don't do it. Accept and recognize yourself and throw it away. So that is how you go forward, recognizing yourself. That's why you need the devotion towards the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Not to worship, not to hold, not to just keep it as a safety method. So always remember, don't ever hold your blindness, and don't ever try to repeat your blindness. Try to look for the wisdom, and whatever you sacrifice for that, it is okay. You step by step, you will reach to the light. And there were 3 wives, and one day they gathered, and they were talking about their husbands, and they used to talk about many skills about the husbands. And one wife told, my husband so educated, and whatever he write, only I can read. There's no one can read that. He and me only can read. He is very skillful, and he is so educated to write that way. And then another wife told, my husband, that whatever he write, even I cannot read. Only he can read. There is no one else can read that what he write. Then the third one was waiting little bit and had a little time, and then other 2 asked, how about your husband? Oh, then she told, oh, my husband, he is so educated and he is so wise. What he write, even he cannot read. So like that, sometimes our own ignorance, we appreciate so much. Our own ignorance, we hold into so much. But remember, what you experience, beyond there is something. It is bigger than you think. So learn to sacrifice what you experience. Go beyond and have a vision yourself to reach that. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patient courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbhityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.